Hi, I am Afi Rule of Wear What You Make, and welcome to the Winter 2024 Wear What You Make magazine's style profile. In this profile, I decided to feature my business mentor, Ms. LaShanda Henry of SistaSense at SistaSense.com. And she was so gracious to do an audio interview with me. She has 20 plus years of experience as a web designer, business owner, mentor, and coach. She has been a godsend not only to me, but to, I'm sure, thousands of women around the world who want to bring their gifts to the marketplace. She is gifted, she is a gift, and her personal style inspires me, as I am sure that it will inspire you. Now, our original interview didn't record like we thought that it was, but she did re-record her responses to my original questions, which were, number one, what would you say your personal style is? And two, how do you believe that being a mom, partner, African/Caribbean American woman, and business owner have influenced your personal style? All right, it's time to listen in to her responses now.
And I think one of the first things that we talked about was, how would you describe your style? And I said, comfy cute. Everybody is different. And I think about somebody like a Halle Berry, who she is short and I am short, but that's pretty much where the buck stops. She's like this big sex symbol. I don't really see myself as a sex symbol. I don't give that off, but I do give off a light spirited, friendly person, sociable. I'm short. People will always say to me, oh my gosh, you have such a big online personality. I meet you in person. You're just like this teeny tiny thing. I like to be comfortable and I like to be cute, right? And so one of the things that we talked about is kind of owning and embracing who you are, and even how it's not just what I wear on the surface, but how my personality kind of exudes from that space. I don't need to go, oh, I want to be a Halle Berry, I want to be a sex symbol. I want to be me, right? I want to embrace who I am. I'm natural. I don't wear a lot of makeup, my long locks. I've got a little bit of love on the side, so I'm not Halle Berry petite, but wearing things that help me to work with my structure versus against it. I know that kind of I'm more of like an upside down triangle, broader at the top and kind of narrow at the bottom. So I like to wear things that, again, just make me feel comfortable, but also cute in my own skin. Also, to be honest with you, never being uncomfortable with being different. Like, I'm a Brooklyn girl, and when I grew up in Brooklyn, I wasn't wearing what everybody else was wearing. I was also kind of one of those emo raver girls with wide legs and big stainless steel necklaces. So I always looked the way I wanted to look and not necessarily how everybody else in my community at the time looked, because I just was comfortable in being different. One of the wonderful questions that you had posed was kind of, where is that style coming from? Is it from your background? Is it from you being a mom? You being an entrepreneur? And I said, you know what, to be honest with you, it's kind of a little bit of all of those things, because number one, my family is a Jamaican heritage. And so bright colors and just vibrancy of things. I love, blues and purples and yellow and gold. Being able to have those bright colors, that brings in the energy of how I want to feel and or present myself to others. And I do think that culturally my background plays into that. And the island, just kind of some of the things that we do wear, that whether they be like, I don't think I wear very, very extremely tight fitting things, but I might wear like a fitted jeans with a long dress or a long top that I think will work well with, how my top of my physique is, right? And then thinking about, for myself being a shorter person, I wouldn't necessarily wear heels like a I don't even know what to call them. I wear like platforms, or I used to love wedges, or big boots, things that I feel like I don't I can give myself a little bit of height, but not feeling like I'm on the heavier side. I'm going to break this heel or break my ankle in the process. So things that kind of work with me in that respect, right? Some of it does come from the Caribbean background as far as the colors and the style that I like, number one. But number two, also from the entrepreneur perspective, I try to wear things that match my branding. So some of my primary brand colors are purple and gold and like a light blue combination. And some of the things that I teach my clients when it comes to branding is especially if you don't have a lot of photo shoots going on and you want your personal pictures or selfies to work better with your brand, consistently wear clothes that match your brand colors so that the photos fit together. So you're going to find me in a turquoise blue purple combination, or a gold, just so that when I do have photos, and I'm a graphics, I'm a web designer, when I put that stuff together, it makes sense. And I remember when I was helping you with one of your initial websites, I was like, she's a purple girl like me, right? We've got that in common, being able to have colors that match your brand, that match your energy, that connects me to how I incorporate what I wear as an entrepreneur into my business as well. Like even when I do my events, I want, when I do photos with my clients and people who come out to my workshops, I want the colors that I have on to be reflective of my banners and my swag bags and everything to kind of blend in together. And then I also said that from the mompreneur perspective, I am that target mom that is like, where is my leggings? Like I don't do belts and buttons. Button up pants, those things don't exist in my world anymore. Being able to put on something that is a jeggings, maybe that's good for me, versus a traditional button jeans, a jean style leggings that's comfortable, with a pair of sneakers or a nice pair of ballerina flats, just so that if I'm walking around or what have you, I'm not feeling like, oh, my feet hurt, sort of a thing, running errands. And I tend to not so much walk, but I do like a shuffle run and I move kind of quick, wanting to be comfortable and cute in the process. Again, I tend to wear like fitted leggings or jeans that are relaxed fit around the waist so I don't feel tight or constricted. And then I will wear like a long sweater, camisole, if that's the right word for it, or just bright colors to bring in that energy. For me, when it comes to jewelry, I definitely love stainless steel and silver, big turquoise blue earrings and my hoops. So I kind of tried to bring in different elements. Like the Brooklyn girl in me likes the big hoop earrings. The bohemian style mama likes my big turquoise blue rings, and just kind of bringing in those different elements work for me. At the end of the day, I feel like you have to get comfortable in your own skin. And we all, when we look at our visuals, we all can do things to improve ourselves, whether we choose to exercise more or, get, help with our health or our physical appearance, our skin or whatever. But also, to a degree, getting comfortable with who you are, how you present yourself, and not, what's the word that we talked about? I think it was not ignoring what other people think, because we are people of the world, so we're not going to just simply ignore other people's thoughts about what we look like, but we're not going to take that into account so much that we alter ourselves, or I believe anyway, you shouldn't take in other people's opinions to the point where you alter yourself or you stifle who you want to be. So for example, a few weeks ago it was my son's birthday and I decided to wear my wide legs and my denim jeans and my denim jacket, and I was in green and yellow, and my hubby was like, take those off. I was like, no, take them off. And I was like, listen, first of all, don't even go there. I'm on the other side of 40. I want to wear what I want to wear. But I was like, listen, I've always been a wide-leg girl. I feel like they are making a bit of a comeback. I'm excited to kind of go back into some things that I loved in my youth. And I shut them down. I absolutely shut them down. Joke or not, truth or not, yes, you had to have an opinion, but I have the final say. It's my body. It's the way I want to look. It's the way I want to feel, right? And so I think those are some things to consider when it comes to you showing your best self, right? Um, and learning how to get comfortable with you if that's something not something that you've already always done. I very much, when I think about my youth, I was one of those kids where my mom would look at the J.C. Penney catalog and, for Christmas, holidays, Easter Sunday, whatever dress she was wearing, she bought the toddler version of that, and that's what I was wearing, number one. Or number two, when I started working and I was an intern at IBM and I was working as I started off in small secretarial jobs when I was getting into my workspace, and I didn't know what to wear, right? So my mom bought me all of these business style jackets and skirts and things that honestly really didn't look like or feel like me, but I wore them because that's, you take advice, right? This is what she said, wear that, and I did. She did give me the grace and the space growing up in high school and even in college just to kind of do my own thing and wear what I wanted. I went to a private school, so I wore a private Christian Caribbean school at that. So I pretty much wore what all the girls wore, which was your uniform clothes. But as I was growing up, I did have the grace and the space to look different. And even growing up in a very Caribbean Brooklyn neighborhood where people dressed in ways that I did very different. Folks would look at me and in some cases even want to touch or, that kind of, what's that? Why are you wearing that? I was the black girl who always sounded white. Why do you have a lot of white friends? Why do you talk like that? Why do you look like that? But I was okay with being different. And when it was me and my mom, she never created a space where she made me feel bad about it. Or curb just me being creative and me liking the way I looked. I was definitely a village girl. I'd go to the village and buy all kind of random raver girl things, and she just kind of let me embrace that creativity. And eventually I came back to a space where I wasn't so off, so different, but I found things that, whether it be for the 9-to-5 job or for my business or just kind of somewhat blending in culturally or within the people within my community, I just found a happy medium in my, early 20s up to now. But, that's life. That's life. That's growth. That's kind of you transitioning into the person who you wish to be.
Thank you so much for listening to this special edition of the Wear What You Make style profile. If you're a business owner or you want to start making money online, you can reach out to LaShanda at www.SistaSense.com. I'll also provide the link below. For more information about Wear What You Make, contact me at wearwhatyoumake.com. And until we talk again, keep sewing. Bye.